Alright, so this is early in the morning, day 4. Before I got to doing any more work on it, I wanted to show you what I did day 3 yesterday. I was able to work a little bit more out here and extend a little bit more on this section. Got that little area for the most part done, and then extended out from here going out, which is all this going out through here. You see there's a couple other little yellow spots and stuff that probably are within these pieces. The majority of the yellows and whites I've gotten worked out. Today I'm going to try to work out a little bit more, try to expand from here to see if I can reach that. In most of these areas there are a little bit of yellow that kind of extends out from those areas, so maybe I can actually piece that out, and then from there it'll just be starting to work through that, which is probably going to be the hardest part. I just wanted to show you real quick what I got done day 3, and then before I got started today. So see you in a little bit. Been working for a couple hours now on day 4, and so far not a whole lot more to go, but I did wind up having to shift because as I expanded out through here, I realized that this should be aligned, and I still might be off by one row. It should have been aligned somewhere close to here, and this area was about right down here, so I had to shift the whole piece around, which was not easy. Definitely the circle is not, not in its, I'm sure, in its round perfect state, which it probably never was, but anyways. So yeah, I expanded and connected all this section going through here. So that's all connected through, and then I did get connected here to this piece there. Got this little section out here, and I've kind of did a few of the extra, like the exterior parts of this section, extended down through here a little bit. But this piece I think is right out there somewhere. This is the little section up here further off of the middle there. That's pretty much as far as I've gotten. It's getting kind of hard now with these little bits of yellow in these pieces and these, because unfortunately in the picture there are a few little tiny yellow spots like down through here, and which that section I think is actually on the edge, and there's a couple little tiny specks throughout some of the bottom area. Most of the top is pretty much just red and black, so and that's still going to be difficult. So yeah, those little pieces are probably going to have to get as I start to move out from these and work in those pieces now. As far as I've gotten, and I'm going to take a break for a little bit. I'll do a little bit more probably later on this evening, after I figure out some sort of strategy to go from here, to be honest. See you again later. Okay, so we are back. It is day 5, morning 5. As you can see, things have changed a little bit as far as all the pieces out here. I didn't get back to it yesterday evening like I had planned. But I got back on it this morning, and what I did was I went through the box and sorted out all the different pieces, like all the different shapes, and so all of this up here is the pieces that were left that had the yellow in them from earlier, for that I previously had out here. Those are all those really dark pieces that I had pulled out beforehand. Although there are some dark ones, as you can see through here, that are semi-dark, and I might wind up moving them up. So you can see here, these are pieces that have 2 notches, but they're both on one side, while the other indentions are on the other side. So like that. These pieces are pieces that have 3 notches, but there's the third notch is in some odd place, as you can see, and there was a lot more of these pieces than I expected. Everything from here down is those. You can see, like, this looks like a regular piece, but then it's got a little odd notch out to the side. So like, it looks like a regular piece, but then an odd notch. So those are all those. And like I said, there's way more of those than I expected to be. These are all the ones with 3 notches, but they're on 3 different sides, with one side without one. And then these are all your standard notch to each side. And then this is the one with just 1 notch, with the 3 on the other side. So those are all separated out, and that's all separated out so that I can distinctively go to one section, you know, or another if I think it's as I'm looking at it. I'm very visual when I'm looking at these piece designs and stuff, so I'll assume sometimes that it might be a particular type of piece or another, and so I can just go strict to that, you know, piece and not trying to cull through a whole bunch of different looking pieces. So that's what I've done this morning. That took me about an hour or so to go through all that, and then I had pulled out a couple of little tiny pieces that I thought were going to go somewhere around the outer part of the center here, and I think about 3 or 4 of them did, like on this bottom side here, and I was able to work a couple of the ones with the curved pieces in there as well once I did that. So I got a couple of little pieces out from around here, but really all that I did as far as that. I'm gonna take a little break, but now that I've got my setup, hopefully coming back to it later, I'll be able to really go at it. And I think I've decided I'm going to work out from the center. I'm going to try to make my connection to this to get it aligned where it's supposed to be, because I'm not completely sure it's aligned correctly. That's my strategy coming back to it, is I'm going to start from the center and try to work out. That's where we are, day 5, and I'll see you again. Hello, all my puzzle enthusiasts. It is the end of day 5. Let me catch you up on how far we've gotten. Okay, so here we are. Started working here. See, I have connected, all right, and even filled in a little bit through there. And funny enough, you know, I was worried about the positioning of this, and I actually had it perfectly aligned. It was crazy. Once I finally did connect some of the pieces through there, I found that I pretty much had it perfectly aligned. Did connect up through to that spot there and that one there, and didn't really get anything worked up through there. Maybe a couple pieces right through here. I am currently trying to work through these pieces to try to fill this area in, and this one. One thing I've noticed, as you can see here, going down through here, every one of these pieces are the same. I don't know how far down it's going to go like that, but I will probably, when I get back to it in the morning, I will probably try to go through, that's what all these pieces are, try to see if I can, how far through here this goes. It would connect down, I guess it would connect to probably that one or something, if this is lined right. But anyways, and I even have the same thing going down through here as well. I just noticed that, except for like this one, that's an off one, but the rest of those going up are the same. That's an interesting thing. I might find me a little bit of a couple of patterns like that, and that I notice, and might help me out going forward a little bit in certain areas or certain directions. I will go at it again the next couple of days. Like I said, this one is taking time. It is hard to distinguish these reds and blacks, especially, and the different types of pieces, especially the pieces that have the 3 notches and stuff in different wild areas. Some of those are kind of hard to distinguish that is the piece that's there, unless you can definitely tell, you know, some really close pieces like a notch and an insert that are like too close for regular pieces to fit. That kind of helps. But anyway, so that's it. That's the update. I'll probably be a couple of days before I give another one, unless some miracle I speed up and find a faster way of doing this. So thank you, and until next time,